So we're going to start off with this Berry M palette. I love it. It has lots of warm shades in it and it was quite cheap. I also have this Colourpop shadow called Elixir, which is like a pinky warm shade. So I'm going to start out with Elixir just above my crease, just sort of like a light wash, because with cut creases it looks really good when there's like sort of a gradation. So that's what I'm doing first, and then I'm going to take this sort of burnt orangey shade from the Berry M palette, and I'm taking this Morphe brush, which I absolutely love. I'll list it below, but it's more precise, so I'm just adding a little bit more sort of color in the crease there. Just make sure that's nice and blended out. And I'm going back in with Elixir because I feel like it got a little bit lost. So yeah, just whatever was left on my brush. And then I'm going to take this dark cool toned brown and I'm just going to deepen the sort of crease. You can use any color you want. It's kind of like a mixture of the orangey shade and that brown on my brush. Next, you need a concealer. I really like to use the LA Girl concealers. I think this one is in the shade Pure Beige. Next time I think I should probably use one in my skin tone, which is cool tan usually. But anyway, yeah. So I just apply a little bit, I squeeze some out onto my lid, and then I'm taking this Primark concealer brush and just creating a shape. So literally just cover your whole lid with the concealer. At first it'll look really patchy and really messy, but just wait until it dries, it'll look a lot better and you can always like build it up a little bit. So I'm taking the other side of this brush, which is really handy. There's like a little lip brush on the other side. Tilt your head down or sort of look up to the sky so that the concealer transfers above your crease, and then sort of use that as a guideline to create your shape. This is really good, especially if you have small or hooded lids. This is just how I prefer to do it, so that you can actually see the color and see the glitter when your eyes are open, because for me, if I did it just on my crease, you wouldn't really see it. With this technique, it's really important to take your time. When you're doing it for the first time, it sort of feels like you're not getting anywhere, it just looks like a mess, but trust me, it all comes together. Just make sure you cover your lid and sort of drag it out past your lid, almost like you're creating a wing. I'm going back in with my sort of dark brown orangey mix that I had on my brush. I didn't pick up any more product. I'm just adding a little bit above this sort of concealer just to deepen it slightly, because it looks better when like the area right above the concealer is a bit deeper. You really need to set the concealer on your lids, otherwise it will crease. So I'm just using this matte white shade from the palette. You can use any color you want. And now my favorite part, I absolutely love this NYX glitter liner. It's so nice. It's just like a really nice gold. And I'm just literally following that line. And I'm sorry, I didn't film this the greatest. I wasn't really paying attention. This was the first time I ever used this liner. So I was just trying to, you know, see how it worked, and I wasn't paying attention to filming. I'm sorry about that, but hopefully you can see. If you have small or hooded eyes, I would recommend drawing the line above your crease, following the line that you created with the concealer. But yeah, so when your eyes are open, you can still see the glitter, and that is like the whole point. So I was just seeing if the lines were even, and they weren't, so I'm just kind of dragging this one out a bit more, and they still ended up being different, but it's fine. So I just added some MAC mascara, and these are some Ardell wispy lashes, and I completely forgot to add liquid liner to my eyes. I meant to do like a nice cat eye, but I completely forgot. But it actually looks quite nice like this as well. It's more sort of nudie. Once I realized, I sort of just did a simple line, not really a cat eye. I just sort of extended the sort of line of the false lashes, and I bent the lashes down just to put some liner on top there, just to blend everything in together. Just gonna add a little bit more of that orangey shade on my lower lash line. I saw these the other day in Superdrug and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so similar to the iconic London drops. They even have a shade that's like exactly the same as the shade original. This one is more of like a goldy, champagne-y sort of color. But yeah, it's so nice and it's not even expensive, which is great. So what do you guys think? This was my first time actually successfully doing like a cut crease look. My first time using a glitter liner. Give me a thumbs up if you think I did okay, and I'll see you in my next video. Please subscribe and have a good day or night wherever you are.